It's always a good time to be honest. Am I correct? I want to tell y'all about when I'm awake, obviously. Well, if you've listened to any of these raps, you know that. But I'll tell you about how I woke up. About 6 years ago, no, we'll go 7. We'll go 7 years ago, 2006. I was playing football for Southeast High School. Playing football for Southeast. And really there was nothing on this earth that I wanted to do more than play in the NFL, play for a Division I football team and get a chance to get into the NFL. That's all I wanted, you know what I'm saying? But when I got there, shit just didn't seem the way I always envisioned it would. Like everybody, like this is no shot against nobody over there or nothing, but whether it was people from other teams or whatever, it always seemed to be about the individual. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get to the next level. I understand that, but it's a team game, and we look better, and people will get more press to win as a team. But it always seemed more about the individual. This had nothing to do with my waking process, but had to do with me falling away from the game of football, I guess. But that's where I got most of these tats and shit. But what really got me was West Virginia came to Tampa to play us. I want to say it was in November. I'm not really sure. The point is, we sold out Raymond James more than I've ever seen the Bucks sell it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the total capacity is like 65,000, and I want to say we had like 67,000 people there. So, when you're a red shirt, you know, you're not dressing out. You're trying to get the crowd crunk and shit, but like, I couldn't help but think, you know what I'm saying? Look around. How much are tickets? What, like at the least like $20? Just multiply 20 times 65,000. You know what I'm saying? 67,000. and then you multiply that times all the concessions, the beers, the parking. Like, you start thinking about what you're bringing in every week to the university. And then when you see college players like what's his name, Pryor or whatever from Ohio State, when you see like them guys get what happened to him? I don't know. They got in trouble. They got some kind of consequences brought down on them because they gave a tattoo guy some autographs and he tattooed them for free. Like, a player, a poor player, and this was the same thing I was talking about to my girl the other day. As I was telling her, like, there were people living with me. I mean, not living with me, but playing with me on the team at USF that, like, literally they had nothing. I mean, nothing. I mean, they were only eating because we had food to eat with the football team, he was homeless. You know what I mean? There are people who are going through some real shit trying to play on these football teams, and this is just USF. This is just one team. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about all the millions and millions of dollars that college players produce, billions probably, especially when you're talking about the bowl games and all that. In the advertisement, all that. Think about that. And you know what we got as players for playing in the Sun Bowl that year? Even though I think the university got millions, like $3 or $4 million, whatever, to play. They gave everybody on the team, which is 100 players, mind you, so 100 times like $100 DVD player surround sound system. 100 times 100, what, 10 grand? You know what I'm saying? You spend like 10 grand on the players, and they're like, damn, this is awesome. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was getting anything. You know what I mean? And people will be like, oh, well, you're getting an education. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? What's a college degree really worth these days? You can ask yourself that question, because a lot of high schoolers don't have jobs because people with college degrees are working those jobs, the minimum wage jobs. You know what I mean? But that, coupled with living on my own for the first time at 17 and having the time and the proper agent chemical to help me relax really opened my mind. Like, I was thinking thoughts like I'd never put together thoughts anywhere near what I was coming up with, just because I was by myself, you know, and I actually had time to stop and think. And I think that's what a lot of people don't do now, is they don't take the time to stop and think, because, you know, life is so hectic nowadays. We gotta, you know, I mean, some of my days, you know, I gotta get up at 7:15 and get to work and get off of work. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to gas, you gotta go to the library, you gotta go to this, you gotta go do that. But somehow I know the majority of people find time for the club, find time for messing around with 3-4 girls at the same time, find time for all that and foolishness, but you don't got time to fully inform yourself about the status of the place that you live. You know what I'm saying? Locally, state, or federally, you know what I'm saying? Nationally. And that's what I'd like to see changed, to be honest. Because regardless of your faith, you know what I mean? I don't care if you're Muslim, however many factions of Christians there are nowadays. I'm considered a follower of Jesus Christ. But it's not up to me to have the relationship with God for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to live that part of your life yourself, and I have no interest in trying to tell people what they should or shouldn't believe. So, if you seek the truth, if you post the truth online, if you are searching for the truth, if you are making an effort to inform yourself, then you have my prayers, you have my support. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, if you're gay or straight or whatever. Whatever divides us is taken away, in my opinion, if you are searching the truth out. Because that's, I think, all that we really should be doing. But again, to me, as a follower of Jesus Christ, I think any truth seeking is going to eventually lead back to Him. So you could say I'm, still trying to convert you, but in a very broad sense of the term, because it's up to you to find and develop your own truth and what's true to you. 10 minutes. Well, think that's a good enough explanation for how I woke up. I hope that I can say something, post something that'll wake you up too. Until then, stay free, stay safe, stay armed, do your thing. Cloud9 Enterprises. I am Enosh, signing off.